Hey, thank you for coming by, Tori Magoo 44. I'm continuing on my series on the way to happiness, Scientology's booklet. This is their little booklet. They have different forms of it, but they get them out all over. It's not that the principles are bad in this. Actually, they're quite good. They're pretty much common sense, or you can certainly find them in the Bible and different, various different booklets have a lot of what's in the way to happiness. But they get it out, and they used to make doctors and dentists buy them. They may still, I don't know, thousands of dollars to buy them. And then on the back, they would put their names, Dr. So and so. And so that was a way to kind of pitch it. And they would go into communities first, get out the way to happiness. So then it's sort of safe pointed L. Ron Hubbard. And then when they started a Scientology org, it would be like, well, Dr. So and so is for Scientology, so it must be okay, right? Or, he's for Way to Happiness, and now this is L. Ron Hubbard with Scientology, so it must be okay. So now they have, we've kind of pointed that out like 9 billion times in the last 12 years. So now they have the Church of Scientology of Los Angeles. So I don't know how, if they're still selling it to doctors, but if you are a doctor, dentist, chiropractor, whatever, do not get roped into buying these booklets. Okay. But anyway, I'm telling actually what the things are in them, just so that, anybody knows who doesn't. The last ones that I went over, the first ones, they aren't really the first ones, but I brought them up because it was set a good example and seek to live with the truth. Here you go, which is seek to live with the truth. Can you see that? There you go. Seek to live with the truth. And the other one set a good example. Now, I forgot to mention Scientology has up a hate site. That's my opinion of it. It's called Religious Freedom Watch. It's farther from the religion. It's total libel on various different critics and ex-Scientologists of Scientology. I happen to be one of those people. And I'm happy it's there because it does prove that they do fair game. So for people who say, oh, it's been canceled, really? Well, this is a 3-page piece of paper that they actually printed out from Religious Freedom Watch on me. It's flat out lies about how I had an affair. I've said a million times, bring them over. I'd like to meet who I had an affair with. I didn't work. Bullshit. I had 3 businesses, helped my husband, raised a son, helped Scientology. It's just unbelievable, how they got me trashed. And supposedly it's my husband's letter. He never sent me this letter. He called me on the phone after I was on CNN. And at CNN, they asked me what would happen to Katie if she left. And I said, like, let's say I'm talking to the journalist. And I said, well, I lost all my 30-year friends. And I looked in the camera and I said, and my husband of 27 years left me. And he called me that night and he said, I didn't leave you, you left me. And I said, and you had an affair and you never, blah, blah, and you spent my credit cards and, just all this bullshit. And I said, look, at the end, I said, look, let's get something straight. My front door is open. I said it then, this was years ago, and it's still open. You can come over tonight, and I'd be happy to talk to you. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you work. So I didn't leave you. I left a cult. You left me. And here was his response. Well, my wife and I just want peace. I'm like, really? Your wife? That's how I found out he was remarried. So seek to live with the truth. Scientology, you better start practicing it if you're going to do that. You have a ton of lies up about a lot of different people on Religious Freedom Watch. That does not seek to live with the truth, okay? So either you're going to apply it or you're not. And as of now, you continue to be the massive hypocrite that you have been for years. And that's what's killing you. So here you go. Now I'm going to start with number 1, which is take care of yourself. Okay, good idea. Number 1, get care when you're ill. Okay, very good idea. Now, will Scientology help you when you're ill? If you pay for auditing, they'll help you. Not much anymore than that. I know of a man who was their chiropractor and ended up, he had one of those things where you have to wash your hands all the time. And he showed up outside of AOLA and he was like, Tori, help me. And his hair was all freaking out. And I was like, what's going on? And Osa came running over, grabbed me and said, get away from him. And I said, he's your chiropractor. And they said, okay, he's flipped out, he's nuts, just leave him alone. There's nothing we can do. So that's kind of Scientology. They're only going to help you if they know they can get you back on to forking out money. But other than that, they're not going to help you. But yes, hopefully you have some other friends or family that will help you when you're ill. Number two is keep your body clean. Good idea. Bathing and washing your hands regularly can carry, if you don't, it can carry germs and put you at risk. So, good idea. Three, preserve your teeth. That's a good one for all of us and a difficult one because most of us don't like to get our teeth cleaned. But the least you can do is brush your teeth and floss every day. It's a good idea. Okay, now he mentions chewing gum. My friend who's a dentist said not a good idea. But depends on, that's what they're saying here. Eat properly. People who do not eat properly are not much help to you or yourselves. Okay, now again, let's look at their Sea Org. The top Sea Org guys have great food. They eat fantastically. The rest of them, they might as well serve them dog food. It's pretty crummy. I mean, some in between the Sea Org guys are okay, but the RPF guys that are on the slave camp, they're getting real scraps and creepy stuff. Beans and rice, it's awful. So eat properly. Easy to say, but does Scientology apply it all the time? Now, again, I'm talking about the Sea Org. Not everybody in Scientology is in the Sea Org. And yes, they should eat properly. The last one is get rest. Again, that's a good idea. More and more doctors have found out that rest actually does really help in a lot of ways. I figured that out when I was about 13 or 14. I was in Chicago and I realized that every day, if I didn't get enough sleep, it was sort of like there was this cloud over me. But if I did get enough sleep, the day was like incredibly bright. So at that time, and I was only like 15 or something, but I decided then I'm going to get enough sleep. And I knew it was like 7.5 hours sleep is what I needed to have the day be bright. And I get it. You'll see, I always get enough sleep. That's one thing I do. And now doctors are saying it's absolutely huge. So, okay, so that's the first, take care of yourself for the way to happiness. And we'll just go from there. But I just wanted to tell you that's what it was. They apply some of it. They don't apply most of it. And that's part of their hypocrisy. And one of these days, Scientology, you're going to wake up and go, thonk, maybe we should just apply what we say we do. Anyway, I hope you guys are great. I had fun meeting another one of my Facebook friends tonight, and I enjoyed it very much. And I hope you guys are staying connected up. Last night, this was very fun. I have to say this. Sally Dance in New Zealand. I hope it's okay that I say that you're in New Zealand. I think it is. She said she is. She was helping me on how to upload photos to Photobucket. And after about an hour of helping me, she said, I don't know how to upload photos to Facebook. So I said, well, let me teach you. So this is a woman in New Zealand and me in Burbank, California. I mean, as far away as you can possibly be, but helping each other over Skype. We had so much fun. And I want to thank you so much. It's so fun being able to stay connected to all of you. I love it. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and doing great too. Peace out. I hope you learned something from that. Pass it on. Thank you. Bye-bye.